Welcome, Acolytes. Today, well, again, Rev, Woke Devs, Panic. Let's just see it again. I need some fun here. And I love it if when Rev just almost, maybe I shouldn't say that word, but does the work of a really, really nicely done little picking up on something. So, let's just start and start.
Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So today we have another round of gaming related news to cover involving two titles. One that is a potential disappointment with Dragon Age The Veilguard, and one that is a confirmed disappointment with Unknown 9 Awakening. Now let's begin with this.
Oh, really? I mean, Unknown 9, I've already said it once, but I'm gonna repeat it just because not everybody maybe watched it, but at the end of the day, Unknown 9 was actually a title I was quite excited about. It looked really cool, but, well, it had its issues, let's just say it like that. And I am happy I didn't, well, buy into it. But, yeah, and Dragon Age, which, I mean... Okay.
Headline from That Park Place stating, as mounting evidence points to poor sales, BioWare partners with NVIDIA to give Dragon Age The Veilguard away for free. Now, this is a similar tactic they did with Unknown 9 Awakening, and we'll return to that in just a second. But with Veilguard here...
I mean, oof, that's... Oh my... Oof. Hey. Good it happens.
This is not a sign of confidence from BioWare. In fact, you don't have to be an industry professional or someone experienced in that to understand that giving away your game for free about a week away from its release is not a sign of confidence, and it seems like something they want to do to artificially boost some of the numbers on release by giving it away.
And I mean, it will boost it. I didn't know about the free giveaway, but I'm also not the type of guy that actually likes that kind of stuff. Or, yeah, I actually... No, don't get me wrong. I said it poorly. I like the giveaways from the perspective of, yeah, I'm so sure about this. Let just people try it. Let big streamers just see it so everybody can see it a week before. So they can actually decide if they want to buy it or not. But if you're giving it away because of this, like, it looks bad. It looks bad.
For free. Clearly, this is not something they're doing in their financial interest, but they're trying to do this to generate some more hype and some numbers into the release of Dragon Age The Veilguard, which, according to a lot of people, there is some potential signs that this will be a disappointing release. You can see Craig here reporting from his Retail Insider that physical copies are really struggling in terms of pre-orders for this game. We talked about this recently, but they have only sold around 2,000 pre-orders between PS5 and Xbox, and that's over 800 stores of a big box brand. So,
ooh, that has to sting.
Around 2 pre-orders per store. Obviously, digital is the preferred route for most people, but the fact that these numbers for the physical copies and the pre-orders are so low is a sign that things are not looking great, and we've seen this Retail Insider be proven correct in many other circumstances before, so I think these numbers are pretty accurate. But going forward, they've been dealing with another round of controversy in terms of Dragon Age The Veilguard. So here we have David Gator on his Blue Sky account. He is a former writer for Dragon Age, and he's been stirring up some issues over the past couple of months through his Blue Sky post, beginning with this one right here back in September when people were criticizing the character creation process of this game after it was unveiled, where he made this response saying apparently the usual suspects are upset at how woke new Dragon Age is, and apparently an apparently sudden and unexpected development in the series effing Taurus. So basically he is implying that this game is woke and has always been woke. And he also made a recent...
Yeah, and I mean, if you implied that, you know what? The only thing I hope is that at least, or sorry about that, not that I hope it. Not that I hope it. It is what it is. But I am quite happy that people like this guy actually from the start are just total little toxic scumbags, and just give it away. Good. People are aware of it, and yeah, games like that are, or even media like that, is just dying way quicker out than it was before. So do it. Warn us, please. I actually quite like it.
Post here on Blue Sky that we covered about a week ago where he said, in quotes, the females aren't hot enough, end quote, where he goes on to say basically anyone criticizing the characters in Dragon Age the Veilguard are a bunch of incels and they're porn addicts and all these things, and even implying they're transphobic.
Good. That reduces the sales. Perfect. Do it. Do it against yourself. Self-destruction. Yes. I'm not even mad at this. This is good.
It's all a bunch of projection and ridiculous claims, and it really just confirms some of the rumors surrounding this game, where we had an alleged Dragon Age the Veilguard playtester reveal there's a lot of very woke aspects of this game to be expected, and this was covered in this YouTube video, and it really just gives these rumors more fuel and legitimacy because you have former writers coming out and saying all these crazy things and basically embracing the wokeness of this game. Now, of course, David Gator would not be done. This is the latest set of posts in response to criticism of the previous ones, where he shows this screenshot of a tweet from...
He's cutting off his Twitter account. Oh, it's always one thing, like... I had, not long ago, a freaking situation with one guy that was so toxic on the Asmongold video where I just had to cut him off. But this was one guy. And I disagreed with another. And it's fine. But just cutting off your Twitter, that's pussy thing. Gigantic pussy.
Mark Kern, tracking some of his Blue Sky tweets. And this is his response right here. I'm in the process of finally shutting down my Twitter account, and yet I noticed a fresh spate of angry mentions there. Look at the way he misspells mentions. I swear to God, like he's shaking as he's typing this.
By the way, I don't know if the guy is inherently or a born American or not, but it's irrelevant. I personally have in German it's called Legasthenia, so I can, for the life of me, write a correct sentence, even if I try. Even if I'm talking okay, it's not perfect, but I cannot write for shit. I need programs for that. And that's how I actually answered the comments in halfway decently understandable sentences, so don't want that.
These more clueless than the last. What could have... I mentioned incels. So who should take notice but their sweaty-palmed, self-declared emotional support animal? That is a very weird thing to say. This person tries so hard to make these owns on people and ends up coming off as, well, a whole lot of projection, right? But anyways, if you scroll down, they continue on their post saying, I guess this also means a fresh bunch of chuds wandering over here to make fresh accounts just to object. The clever thing to do, you'd think, when incels are mentioned but you aren't named, would be to not stand and identify yourself, but identities are important, I guess. It's true. So a very weird statement, again, basically saying if he says that these critics of Dragon Age are incels and you protest that or disagree, you're just confirming that you're an incel, and then tries to make this very...
You know what? I am disgusted by that. Maybe a human being is just disagreeing with you. Could that be that you, in the eyes of someone else, are just wrong? That there isn't even any malice behind those words? That there is just somebody who disagrees with you? That can you can maybe argue with this person? As I said, I had my arguments with people. And it's fine, and a lot of the times we're just disagreeing on small things. But the whole entire thing, as it is, the humanity behind it most of the time, is fine. I just get along with most people, but it's just... You have people like this that are just toxic through and through and through and think they are the freaking king of the world. And that they can do no wrong. And this is just, with someone like that, no, never.
Convoluted connection between identities in the game, like with Dragon Age, where you can have non-binary pronouns and things like that, is the same as the interest of these critics in terms of being labeled an incel.
Yeah, those critics, by the way, those people just want a good game, mate. Give them a good game. And if it already starts with political shit, with political scheiße, I'm gonna start it like that. Fuck it. Kurwa jebanować. But if you already start this like that, fuck you. Fuck.
It's a very strange thing to do, and honestly, anyone who unironically uses the term chud or calls their critics an incel, that's pretty much everything you need to know about an individual like this. And it just keeps getting worse and worse. If I was working at BioWare, I'd be doing everything in my power to jump in front of this dude's keyboard like I'm in the Secret Service or something. Like, this guy is generating so much bad will for this game, the upcoming Dragon Age the Veilguard, and he's not even involved. He's a former writer, and yet he's coming here on Blue Sky and causing all these issues and bad PR for BioWare, who has nothing to do with him anymore. And also, it's not helped by the fact that a lot of current writers are joining in on posts like this. But he wasn't done. So he's talking about whether or not he's going to play Veilguard or not, and he goes on to talk about...
I'm gonna be honest, at least he grinds it. At a bare minimum, if I don't agree with him on anything, and as disgusting as I think he is, he's grinding. Like, at a bare minimum, he's grinding.
Some of the art, saying, do I like everything I see? Not really. The art style leaves me a bit cold, but then the art style has changed with every Dragon Age, and as before, I'm sure I'll warm to it eventually. The gameplay has changed. The news on choices from previous games gives me pause. None of this would stop me, however. That's because there's a lot I see which I do love. To go to these places I once dreamed of and finally see them there in all their glory. How cool is that? I have every confidence in Patrick and their writers to enthrall the fans and provide a worthy next chapter. Not a single doubt on that front, after expressing a whole bunch of doubts about this game. But you see him even admit that the artwork is lacking, that it leaves him a bit cold. And finally, a good take from David Gator here, because this is the kind of slop that people are being presented with. Like, do they really expect us to sit here and say, yes, this is an incredible character creation process. This looks really good.
I mean, the guy looks like Lord Farquaad. Fuck me. I mean, but just ignore that this looks like a freak. Because it does. But look at this shit, this entire... The tattoos, they look... It looks so disgusting. It doesn't look good.
And only the chuds would disagree with that take. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous, but let's go back to Unknown 9 Awakening. Like I said earlier in the video, what BioWare is doing with Veilguard is very similar to what they did over with Unknown 9 Awakening, a sweet baby infested product here, where they try to, once again, just like Veilguard, sell their game for free as a bundle package with people who are buying new AMD graphics cards. And they thought that would artificially boost some of the numbers of Unknown 9 on its release. However, when people woke up the day after the release of that game, they noticed they had this free copy, and they went in and left reviews. And you can see the majority of the reviews are from people who got this product for free. So this backfired even worse. Not only did these people not pay for the game, but also they're coming in, seeing they have this free copy of this game, and now they're leaving negative reviews. They're saying, yep, I tried this game, it was bad, and now I'm leaving. Toodaloo. And it really just hurt the rep of this game.
Yeah, and good. I'm happy it did.
Even further, and again, looking at the numbers, it's getting worse and worse. Right now, an active player count of 130 people on this AAA title. A massive disappointment, and they can thank their connection to Sweet Baby for just that. And if you look at the numbers overall, it's pretty much flatlined already, peaking at 276 players all time, which happened around the launch, and it's never gotten even close since then. And also, since there's some gameplay out there, let's take a look at what Unknown 9 Awakening looks like. Thanks to Nick Tech here for sacrificing his sanity to get some of these clips. But let's see the amazing gameplay. And also, I'm muted just in case the music is copyrighted. I'm not sure if it is, so let's just watch what happens here. This stellar gameplay. You're not really missing anything with the sounds being turned off because it's pretty much silence except for a random whimper when she extends out to launch her first much anticipated attack right about here. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, you can see. Very intense scene right here. It gets you right on the edge of your seat. Whoa. This is incredible.
Oh. Yep.
Incredible gameplay. AAA quality. Really getting people interested. I mean, how could you watch this and not want to buy Unknown 9 Awakening? In fact, I want to buy about 5 copies right now. That's how much I'm into this development of the game. But anyways, there's one more thing I want to go over before we end this video. A possibly real, possibly faked review of Unknown 9 Awakening, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I really wish it's real. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it's definitely worth a read. So, here's a review from Berries and Cream saying, "Bigotry and racism have won. I hope you are happy. All the hate and racism have destroyed the hopes and..."
Of course, if you don't have any arguments, then just say the other person is racist. Always works.
Dreams, a small dev who just wanted to share a great story and adventures with all of us. But now that won't be possible because you wanted to cause chaos and watch the world burn. You did this. Don't forget it. All the bandwagoning and SBI hate for what? This game did nothing wrong. Couldn't let this game have a female dressed like a decent person despite having so many games with their generic half-naked and unrealistic Korean tune. Don't you get it? People's jobs are at stake. Yummy steak. Another weird grammatical error. This saddens me so much, but hey, gotta celebrate such a tragic situation, right? Now, I understand Alyssa Mercante. She was right all along. Edit. Yeah, keep laughing, go ahead. When Square stops making games for PC, who's gonna laugh? I thought y'all wanted to play with hot females, so go ahead. Leave Unknown 9 alone and go play your Stellar Blade anime. What?
I mean, the thing is, we let it alone. And it died because of it. So, okay.
Ever. What a beautiful post. 10 out of 10. A great read. I'd love to do it again. But that's going to do it for this video. A lot of chaos.
Rev, as always, freaking awesome. Thank you. And Acolytes, good night.